What kind of a joke does a black person not get?
Mine eyes seen the corruption of the Adam County cops, stealing money, stealing cake. When they make their traffic stops, first they screw you, then they sue you. Play games and dismiss your claims. The proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Mine eyes have seen informants get busted with felonies. Tell the cops I'm a kidnapper and I sell a lot of keys. Raid my house and then get pissed, cause the dungeon don't exist. My proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. My gate don't operate and my door is on the floor. My camera's disconnected, Lisa Phillips is up. Downtown they take my mama's lemon pound cake. My proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. They vandalize my property, my money came up short. They disconnect my cameras because they are a poor sport. They're the predators and the victims and they're suing me in court. My proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Brian Newland is a flag. William is a pedophile. If I'm telling folks the truth, how come I have to go to trial? Newland sexting kids, that's true. Now he's stealing my money too. My proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Tasha Champlin is a confidential informant. Roy Gabbard is the judge that signs fictitious warrant. This whole situation is totally their fault. Don't raid me, don't get videoed and caught. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. Prosecutor David Kelly turned to jelly when they fell. Coward ran to Arizona so he wouldn't catch the hell. Kimmy tried to dodge us, Rogers tried to retire and dip like a rat leaving a sinking ship. Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet. All you crooked cops in the world that's doing wrong, you better stop, you crooked cop, before I put you in a song. Make your family and your friends laugh out loud and sing along. My proof's on the internet. Afro Man will bring it to ya.
In this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. I said certified free. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up, N word, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Up on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet.
Indiana Jones Theater, that was going to be like the heart of the Star Wars land. That was going to go away, and we were going to plug it right in there. The Mos Eisley Cantina was going to be right across from Star Tours, and we had all kinds of great concepts with that. And we had gotten way down the path on art drawings, and we hadn't gone into architectural drawings or anything. And then we got a call one day, and they said, well, we got some news for you all. And the Imagineering guys, they've heard this line many, many times during their career. And I had never been through this. They said, well, yesterday, Bob Iger met with Kathleen Kennedy, who, as a lot of people may know, was sort of George Lucas's protege and headed up Lucasfilms. And they had a conversation, they had a meeting. And Kathleen Kennedy, her point of view was, there are way more Disney or Star Wars stories ahead of us than behind us. So we really should think about, or do we want to build a Tatooine and build what all the 50-somethings remember Star Wars is? Or do we want to build something else which is going to appeal to all the upcoming generations who are going to know the new stories? And that day, the Tatooine was killed at the studios. And all those concepts were put on a shelf, and I'm sure they're sitting in a vault, and I'm sure they're going to be shown someday about what that land would have looked like and what the attractions were going to be. And the Imagineering team, we got off the phone, and I said, "Can you guys believe this?" And they said, "This is terrible. We've been working on this." I said, "Well, what's next?" They said, "Well, we're gonna get on a call tomorrow and start over." I said, "That's it." They go, "Look, go out tonight, go have a few beers, cry in your."
Fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay, save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of two characters that have known him, what, 20 minutes?
Well, you're assuming that I train Rey.
Exactly. Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know, I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well,
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens. When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island, but you'll...
Something that George initially set out to do was a kind of 3-act saga with these 3 trilogies, and I think we felt that we should honor and respect that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. And I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time, because it's based on history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on a lot of things. And you know, the first 3 basically tell you how a democracy turns into a dictatorship, and you end up with a tyrant, the emperor. It's a very important now, where we are now in our political history.
And as always, may the Force be with you.
I'm kind of retarded. There's some chick named That Star Wars Girl or something like that. And she wrote this fucking screen. She was like, you're always doing this. And she ended with, be a man. And I was like, what the fuck? I've been struggling my whole life not to be a man.
Yeah.
Grown up fucking teenager.
Not to be the version of a man we thought we were supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man that she was suggesting that I'd be.
Like our dad's generation.
Who didn't fucking cry.
No.
Although my father cried.
Shove that rod up that cunt's ass.
Hey, what are we talking about?
That Star Wars Girl.
That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Hello, hello. I don't know what's going on. This is Rumble Studios having some technical difficulties. Let me see if my camera will my camera turn on. Hello. Can you guys see me? Can't see or hear you. Oh yay. Oh yeah. Idiocratus Max, thank you for the 10. Might as well get it started. Still waiting on that self-portrait now. 7 weeks overdue. Has it really been 7 weeks? Oh no. Yeah, I know. I need to do that. Obviously, I've been putting it off for reasons because I'm uncomfortable and I cannot believe I agreed to that, especially for as cheap as you guys got me to agree to it. I started a goal in the chat just because YouTube yells at me if I don't set one. So over on Rumble, there's this feature where you're allowed to do call-ins. So if we get $10 super chats or higher, I will activate the call-in feature, and that I'll put the link in the chat and it will be there for 10 minutes. You guys can call in and comment on whatever it is I'm talking about. And luckily with the call-in feature, unlike StreamYard's, once I end it, it is ended and the link doesn't work anymore. And I can kick you if it's somebody that's going to show something inappropriate. So please, nothing that will get me in trouble on the YouTubes or the Rumbles. But that's only if we meet the goal. But thank you, Idiocra's Mask, for that. Russell, thank you for the 2. Did you see Star Wars link I emailed you? I haven't. I've been out of town the past 4 days. I just got home last night and I am a zombie. Let me see. Plus, I get hit with a ridiculous amount of spam, so I apologize. Russell, let me go check something. I did get an email about something. I don't think it was from you, Russell, because it wasn't from your name. But oh yes, I wanted to see this really quickly. Let's see, where is it? I wanted to pull something up. Here we go. I don't have a window open for Rumble Rants. I'm just trudging along today. I'm not it's not going to be a pleasant topic for those that don't know what we're going to discuss. This fan is really blowing my hairs all in a way that I'm not really a fan of. Fix that. There we go. So guys, I put a poll in the chat on YouTube because Rumble does not have a chat or a poll option available. So I apologize to everybody that's watching on Rumble. So I just wanted to see what your guys's what the senses was of what your guys's knowledge on this whole situation. And now I can't see it. Where the hell is the poll? Oh my goodness. Why is YouTube just fucking up? So I asked on YouTube how much knowledge do you guys have of this situation with this trial, and most of you don't know a lot about it, which is fine. I will I will educate you guys on it. It's not going to be a fun topic. It's very infuriating. I normally wouldn't talk about something like this, but I think now the fact that I am a mother and I'm expecting my second baby, it's gotten me it's gotten me extra amped up about this whole thing. So for those of you that do not know, there's this woman called Lindsay Clancy. Now, back in 2023, Lindsay decided it would be a good idea to what's the terminology for it? Unalive her children. Okay, so that's the person that we are dealing with right now. Why am I not on screen? Why is this Rumble? Come on. There we go. Thank you, Rumble. Team F Squid, thank you for the $10. YouTube won't let me say what I want, but repeal the 19th. Russell, thank you for the fuck. I actually, guys, what do you think about this? Instead of repealing the 19th, women are only allowed to vote if they're married. How's it? Do you think that that's better? Like, the only women that can vote are married, so unmarried women can't vote. What do you guys think about that? I'll let you guys in the chat comment on it. Russell, thank you for the 2. Did you see the star? Oh, I read that one. Russell, thank you for a 5. It's really, really cool. Somebody did a complete remake of A New Hope, but with cardboard sets and props. Kind of amazing, actually. That actually does sound really cool. Only if they have children. Oh, you mean only if they have children? That's a good point too. Oh, thank you for the cheers over on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you from Sean Allen. So thank you, Sean, for the cheers, little cheer bits. Okay, so let me make this big. So this woman right here, this is Lindsay Clancy. Now, Lindsay Clancy, decided that, well, she's on trial right now because back in 2023, she strangled her 3 children. And she blames it on postpartum depression and not getting enough help. Now, I have watched pretty much everything of this trial, every witness, every lawyer, everything that they pretty much have shown online, and they've been live streaming this trial. I haven't watched any lawyers cover it. I mean, if Nick was covering it, I typically would watch like a lawyer's coverage of it. But I've been watching this for myself, and I just play it, and I've been listening to all of it, and it's absolutely infuriating because this has really started this entire crazy controversy online, which I think is also like a big part of the discourse with it, is that obviously people have opinions because this is a pretty big deal, and people are stating their opinions. There's like this war on postpartum depression, but from my view of it is people that are commenting on it, I don't think that they've watched the entire thing. I think that there's a lot of misinformation going around because a lot of people are commenting about how this has to do with medical malpractice. Now, just to give a little bit more backstory, so it's the state. She's in Massachusetts. They're a little south of Boston. And so she claimed that she had postpartum depression. She was getting anxiety. She was going to doctor's appointments and dealing with all that for months. And then this started in 2022. So her little baby boy right there apparently caused her postpartum depression. And so she was seeing doctors, and a lot of people say, oh, it's the medication that they gave her that caused her to act like this. Well, guess what? As someone who has watched the trial, out of all of the medication she was given, she only took 7 pills the entire time. So this whole, oh, it was the medication narrative is false. So if anyone tries to argue with that, don't let them. It wasn't. I'm going to say this as someone who has watched all of the trial, watched all of the doctors, all of the nurses, all of basically the medical professionals, all of them, all of their testimonies, everything. And you guys know, I'm not a fan of big pharma. I was always anti-doctors until like I had to go have a baby. That's the only way that somebody will get me to go into one of those things or to go to doctor's appointments. I'm going to call out her bullshit right now. It's not the doctor's fault. It's not the medication's fault because she didn't take the medication. That's another. One of the things her husband said when he took the stand was that he had to like crush up and get rid of a bunch of the expired medication because she just wouldn't take it. They were giving her medication and she wasn't doing it. She wasn't following any of the plans that the doctors had set up. She tried going to different doctors. And the thing is like, okay, well, if you're going to go to the doctors, you need to do what they tell you to, allegedly, right? Well, she wasn't going to any of this, or she wasn't following through with anything that the doctors were trying to set up to help her. And that her claim is that she just needs help. Now, her lawyer is an absolute shark. Like if you guys ever plan on unaliving someone, you guys should go look into hiring her lawyer because he's really freaking good. Her lawyer is so good, it almost makes me like be like, wow, okay, like because he's really going with the medical malpractice angle of it, and that she didn't get help and that the doctors were negligent and all of that. But if you actually listen to what the doctors and the nurses and all of the professionals are saying, it's very clear that Lindsay is the one that's at fault because they're like, this is what we were doing, and she, might have been lying. Like, she might have not just been telling them the entire truth, but it's very clear that they did everything that they could possibly do to help her, and she wouldn't follow through with any of that. So it's not the doctor's fault, but her lawyer is an absolute shark. He's going with the whole medical malpractice angle, and it's kind of scary to watch because he's defending a woman who brutally strangled to death her 3 babies. And I mean, he's doing a really good job. And the state prosecutors, they're a couple of older women, and they're not as good as he is. Let's just say that he's definitely the higher end lawyer in this situation. The only thing that those women have is like the truth and the facts on their side. But this is it's pretty dark. So what happened is she's blaming that postpartum depression and that the doctors weren't helping her, right? Which, if you watch any of the doctors' testimonies, and there's a lot of them, there's the nurses, there's the doctors, there's the psychiatrists, there's the psychologists, there's literally every type of doctor you can think of that would be assigned to help a woman during her, post-pregnancy. That's literally what's been going on. And they've, it's, they did everything that they are allowed to do. And that's another thing that I feel like they're not highlighting, is that doctors can only do so much because they're afraid of getting sued. So it's a pretty horrible situation. But this woman, you know what she did? She set it all up like as if she has postpartum depression, and she's using that as an excuse, and she's like using the medical malpractice / insanity, like she wasn't in the right state of mind, and it caused her to strangle her children to death, right? That's what she did. So any other day, this would be a cut and dry, but we have the innocent until proven guilty. Now, this woman admitted to doing it. She straight up said, yes, I did it. I killed my children. A voice came to me. I heard a man's voice in my head. So, of course, it's not her fault. It's a man's fault, right? Russell, thank you for the 5. I resent the link. It's called If Star Wars Had a $10 Budget. Whoever made it would be a great interview. Okay, I'll look into it, Russell. Thank you. Team F Squid, thank you for the $10. Psychosis is no excuse for med shopping and doing what she did. I've known people who heard voices and chose help instead of listening to the voices. Now, listen, I don't think that I think that she's lying. So she claims on the day that she did this to her children is that she heard a man's voice in her head that told her that she needed to do this to her children. Now, as someone who has watched the entire thing, I don't believe that for a second. I think she's lying. She's going with the insanity plea. It honestly seems to me like she had this planned for a long time. But here is some of the key evidence in this trial that I will say definitely was the nail in the coffin for her, if you don't mind the pun there. But so what she did, and people were saying, well, where was her husband? So her husband worked from home. He's like a tech guy. He worked for Microsoft and like some other companies. So he has an office in their house. I guess they have a finished basement. And so he would work from home. And so when she was at home with the kids on her maternity leave, he was always there as well. And they're trying to act like he didn't help her, which I'm just like, if anything, she has more help than the average person. She has a nanny. Her 2 older kids are in like a preschool, and she has a nanny to take care of the baby. But she's trying to say that she has anxiety about going back to work, and like her family are saying, oh, she's acting weird. And it's like, well, yeah, if you're planning on murdering your children, it does seem a little bit weird. But all of this, in my opinion, was premeditated. Now, the reason why I believe that, after watching the trial and all of the evidence and facts that were given, was really like all of the data from her phone. Now, they looked at it on the tablet and then on her own phone. So the day that she did this to her children, she Googled how long it would take for her husband to get to this restaurant. So what her plan was she was going to get her husband out of the house by having him go pick up takeout food for dinner. And so she sent him a little bit farther away so that way she would have time to do the deed to these 3 babies. So she Googled how long it would take. Now, her excuse was that it was during traffic. And so she wanted to see how long it would take. And as a normal person like all of you are, if you've been to this restaurant before and you guys have lived in the area, you know how long it's going to take to get to a restaurant and back, especially if it's one within like a, that you've been to before. So literally the metadata shows that she Googled how long it would take her husband to go from point A to point B and back. Not only that, she specifically told him to stop at CVS to pick up something for the daughter. And so they have on footage her husband going to the CVS and looking for what it was he was supposed to get for the daughter. And he called her in the middle of it because they didn't have the brand that she wanted. And she missed the call because she was busy strangling their son. And she called him back and talked to him while she was strangling their daughter and murdering their daughter. And because he even said, he's like, oh, she sounded like she was busy and she was probably doing bath time with the kids. So he was out of the house. She planned it. She perfectly timed it so that way he would be out of the house so she could go and murder her babies. And that's exactly what she did. Now, hi. Oh my God, speaking of babies, hello. Hi, mommy's talking. What are you doing? What is it? Where's your daddy? Hey, baby. You want a toy? What happened? How'd you get out here? Is daddy outside with you? Do you want a toy? Here, let's get one. Yeah. I know. I think I brought all the toys in for you. Do you want, let's see. Do you want Baby Yoda? Can you give him a kiss? Oh, so sweet. Okay, let's go. I apologize. Oh my gosh, I thought she was sleeping. Peaches said that she wasn't sleeping. She wanted to come outside. Now, for those that don't know, my little studio, it's like I have to walk outside of my laundry room and it's like a shed that's like attached to the back of our house. So I apologize for that. She comes in here because she sees all my toys and she always wants to steal my toys. But see, that's usually, when you stop what you're doing for your kids because you love your kids. But this woman obviously didn't because she was planning on murdering her children. So what are they doing? Oh my gosh, she's acting. She makes these noises now. So we've been trying to like teach her like this is like we'll say like this is what the horsey says and she goes neigh and we're like what does the bear say and she goes rah. But now she's like we're trying to like encouraging the talk. So instead of like show us, we say like tell us like what does this say? What does this say? But I think she was trying to do a fire truck. Oh, what just happened? Yeah, no, now she's getting into like vehicles now. So it's like, what does the fire truck say? And she goes, ah! It's so funny. She's so cute. But okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, no. In my opinion, guys, because the fact that she didn't take pretty much any of the medication, she didn't follow any of the plans that any of the medical professionals assigned her. Honestly, I think this was a woman that felt that she was trapped. She probably just settled for the guy. And then all of a sudden, she has these 3 kids. And she didn't know what to do, so she faked having postpartum depression. And this is the reason why I believe this, because if she genuinely thought that, like, she's got depression and she wants to cure it, then what was the point of going to all of these doctor appointments and getting prescribed medication if you're just not going to take any of it and not going to follow through? And the way that she planned, like specifically how evil it was that she murdered her children. Because here's the thing, and I'm a girl, so I like to watch true crime just like any other girl. And what really makes me sick to my stomach is how she murdered them. And I'm going to try not to cry while I talk about it, because even the police officers, when they talk about finding these babies' bodies, it's awful. She took her exercise equipment and, like, the bands, like the exercise bands, to strangle her children. She did her little boy first, then she strangled her daughter, and she strangled the little baby so bad that his brain started swelling. And he didn't die. He's the only one that didn't die from this. He died later on at the hospital because his brain swelled up so much and they couldn't save him. So, and this is what they say, like, whenever it's a strangulation, it's a personal thing, because that's a very dark way to kill someone. It's not like you take a gun and go pow pow and it's over immediately. Like, these little babies were fighting back. Could you imagine that? Like, your mom, the person that's supposed to love you and protect you more than anything, and like it's so fucked up. It's so dark. So, like, she took the rope and, like, looked her babies in the eyes as she strangled them to death. And they must have been crying and fighting and struggling. Like, these are little kids. Like, I think the girl had just turned 5. He was 3, and the baby was 8 months old. Like, imagine, like, you have to be evil. Hey, here you guys go. Yes, Miss Kitty, I watched this entire trial, which obviously you didn't. And this is another thing. So there's all of these women that are going defending this psychopath. You obviously didn't watch this trial because this was all premeditated, you fucking psycho. Anyone that defends this psychopath, in my opinion, is also a fucking psycho. I have watched everything that has come from the trial, and anyone defending this woman needs to be looked at by the fucking police. You all are insane. This woman brutally murdered her 3 children and wants to claim, oh, I heard a voice. No, you set this up. She planned this for months. She's evil. She deserves no sympathy. If anything, I think I would let her husband, if he wants, or her ex-husband now, thank God the guy got away from her, let him strangle her. An eye for a fucking eye. Or why don't you bring back public stoning? I'll fly out to Massachusetts and participate, or just stand back and watch, because it kind of sickens me. But this woman deserves nothing. She deserves death. She deserves to die in a brutal fucking way, the same way that she brutally murdered her children. She is an evil, sick, demented person. And if you go on Twitter, let me show you one of the clips from today. Like, look at her. Okay, first off, you want to talk about psychopaths? Look at her. This is how she just sits at the trial. She sits at the trial like this. She has her hair done, by the way. It's like, oh, you murdered your kids, but you have time to do your hair. Okay. They brought on a TikToker as a witness. This self-absorbed fucking TikTok person who used to work at this hospital that she was brought into. And this, again, this all goes on to the premeditation of this entire situation. So she told her husband on New Year's Eve, hey, take me to the hospital because I think I'm going to Minecraft myself, right? Knowing that it was a holiday and there wasn't going to be the same type of treatment as if it wasn't a holiday weekend, and that the whole doctors and the whole staff were going to be there. So they're, again, This woman, she's a psychopath, but she's fucking smart. All of this was planned. She purposely did this so that way she could do the whole medical malpractice angle and say, oh, woe is me. I didn't get the help I needed. It's like, well, if you wanted the help, you would have accepted the help, but you didn't. You went to the doctors. You didn't follow through with any of the plans that they set up for you. And instead of actually, trying to get better, she purposely put herself into situations so that way she could have this paper trail of, oh, woe is me. Look, nobody helped me. It's like, if you didn't want to go color at the hospital, then don't pick up the fucking crayons. And if you want to talk to a medical professional, then actually tell them the truth when you're talking to them. But she didn't do any of that. Starseer, thank you for the 10. Well, there's a mentality in society. They say women can do no wrong. That's where the defending is coming from. It's a bunch of fucking psychos. And you know what? I think all of these women, and I'm gonna show the video. There's videos that are going viral now of all of these women on TikTok that are be like, oh, same, showing their beautiful children. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get these children away from these psychopaths. TMF Squid, thank you for the 10. You know what? That Walking Dead scene where the little girl had to look at the flowers. That's what this woman deserves. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know exactly what scene you were talking about. It makes me sick here. I'll pull up the TikToks. By the way, thank you again for another 10. Let's go here. Okay, let me find it. Okay, I don't know why this is gone now. Here we go. Okay, so there's this trend now of all of these women posting on TikTok videos of them crying. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't know if somebody's trying to come in here. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. I see I have some angry women in my chat. Let me grab this. This person says, husband, mother, and mother-in-law seem to believe she was suffering from PPP. Weird, right? Yeah, that's because she was lying to them and she had everyone around her convinced. Everyone that is inclined to believe her, she took advantage of them and made them believe that she was suffering from postpartum depression or what they want to say psychosis. No. This was all planned. Go watch the trial. I have watched every single thing of the trial. You can catch up just like I did. It's all right there. This was all premeditated. This was all planned out so she could do this. And yes, the people that are closest to her are going to be inclined to believe her lies because they wanted to help her. She wasn't lying. She was a fucking psycho. Kristen, thank you for the 2. What kind of monster could defend this? A lot of people. There's a GoFundMe that has over $800,000 donated to her. It's insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Okay, let me... Okay, guys, we got half of the goal, so I'm just gonna do another, but I'll just do 5, so that way we can, because you guys met it up. I meant to set it for an hour, so I set it another 30 minutes, but you met half, so I just cut it down to half. Okay, so this is a trend that's going around. So all of these women have, it says same Lindsay.
I'm completely overwhelmed trying to take care of the kids. I'm drowning every day. I feel guilty that I'm spending my family's money and not making
like, look,
any.
they're posting videos of them crying. Right? They're showing videos of their children saying same. Like, what a fucking psycho.
getting sick. He's a sick baby. A sick baby is miserable. He's sick now with a double ear infection.
These women
Clearly
hate
has a
their
bellyache.
children. Like, I can't
It's
believe
miserable.
it. These poor
I feel
babies.
like the other kids are going to get him sick all
Like,
winter
what are these
long.
kids
She
doing
wrote
that's
that,
so
right?
wrong?
Correct.
Nothing.
I always
Nothing.
feel
They're
strongly
sweet,
against
innocent
sleep
little
training. I feel like
angels.
it's
And
abusive
these
to
women
let
are
the baby
fucking
cry
monsters.
and not respond.
I mean, at least they're
but
not
I made
killing
the decision.
them like
I did
she
it with
did.
Cal.
But
It is
anyone,
way too much
like,
crying. It's incredibly
there's
stressful. She
no
wrote
way to
that, right?
empathize.
He's okay.
I
He
can't
will
even
be
say
okay.
it. There's no way
It's
to
not
empathize
harmful
with
in any
this
way. The
woman.
doctor
She's a
said it was
psychopath.
okay.
She
Plenty of people sleep train their kids at that age. It's
murdered
necessary
these
as a
sweet,
third child.
innocent
That's what
little
she wrote, right?
angels.
Correct.
And
I feel
what are they doing? Now,
incredibly
look,
sad
little
and guilty
sweet
about
baby
not
that's not doing
breastfeeding
anything
anymore.
wrong.
That was the
And
one
these
thing
women
I
are
could do to
saying
help his
same.
immune
Like, they
system,
are
and
like,
I can
oh
tell
yeah,
he really
I
doesn't
feel
like the
you.
formula.
I'd murder
I'm
my
very sad
children
about
too.
this.
Brutally.
I know at this
Like,
time it's what I needed to do for my mental
these
health.
women
She
are
wrote that, right?
psychotic. Like,
Correct.
keep,
And then
get,
the
I hope
statement
that these
started getting
fathers
smaller and smaller as time went by.
can get these
One occasion,
protect
it's like I'm
these children
desperate to
from
get
these
a mental
awful,
break from
awful
taking care of
women.
everyone. My
I
mind
do
is
this
trying
too.
to
I
make
do this,
something.
guys. I do this every day. Every single day, I'm washing bottles. I'm cleaning my house. I'm making more bottles. You have the audio playing. I know it's just oh, I'm talking. Can you guys not hear me with the audio? Here, I'll mute it. I can't hear the audio, but listen. I do all of this. Not once have I ever resented my child for it. Like, no one can hear what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, it makes me upset. And I don't think I would have ever talked about this topic if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a mom. But like, I'm pregnant right now. I'm 5 months pregnant with my next child. And this kind of shit, I'm just like, these poor children. Like, I hope they have good dads, because they're cursed with these terrible, terrible women for moms. Like, how could you, like, posting a video of you hugging and kissing your sweet baby, like, and you're saying same, like, you feel trapped, like you want to hurt this poor innocent little baby. What the fuck is wrong with these women? Like, I cannot believe that this is a trend that these women are following. Now, I get people that are just like content whores and they're just trying, like, they're just chasing the trends, but still, it's like, you're that fucking retarded that you don't see what this is. You don't see that you're literally empathizing with a monster, with a murderer. She murdered her babies. She brutally murdered. She had to look her children in the eye. Like, that's another thing that I don't think people understand. When you're strangling someone, like, look at these 3 babies. She had to look them in the eyes and feel them struggling against her while she slowly took the life out of them by strangling them. That's extremely personal. It's demented. Like, it's not quick and over with. It's slow and drawn out. And she did that to 3 children. Fucking psychopath. Like, look, this woman is a psychopath. Don't give me this whole postpartum depression thing. No, if you have postpartum depression, you do shit to yourself, not your children. And then people are trying to say, well, she jumped out a window. Guys, she faked trying to Minecraft herself by taking, like, literally, she gave cuts to her wrists and her neck, and even the fucking doctors said that it was what's the word, what is the goddamn word, superficial, excuse me. Like, they weren't threatening in any way. One of them, she got 3 stitches on, and even the doctor that gave her the stitches, he says it really wasn't necessary, but I just did it anyway. And she jumped out of a window, and that caused her to be paralyzed. And it's like, so instead of doing something that would have actually ended herself, she did something that she knew that she could survive and gave herself superficial wounds. Yeah, give me a fucking break. Dan Vicious, thank you for the first Rumble rant of the night. Thank you, my dude. Anna and Matt Walsh are 100%. I disavow. Listen, I don't agree with his level of autism, okay? His takes, listen, I'll be transparent. I don't think he's intentionally a bad person. I just think he's wrong on a lot of the things, and okay. I know a lot of autistic people. I have autistic friends, and I think the level that he's at is he's unfortunately got that narcissism about him where he will never admit that he's wrong. And even if you present him with facts and like knowledge on stuff, his mind doesn't work that way to take in new information or information that will contradict his own personal beliefs. So I don't vibe with him. I don't agree on his opinions on anime. The fact that he doesn't understand or he can't comprehend that people in different cultures, things mean different things there. So the fact that he thinks, that everyone that is satanic that likes anime, because he doesn't understand that in Asian cultures, when they say demons, it's like our Western version of like fairies or elves and stuff like that. And he just doesn't understand that. And I get it. Like, again, I've been around a lot of autistic people. I understand like the neurodivergent stuff, but the way that he goes about it, it kind of in a way reminds me of Chris Chan, and he's just an asshole about it. So he's someone that I typically veer away from as much as possible. It just he bothers me, so I just have him muted and I just ignore him. But that is one of the tweets that I have highlighted that we're going to talk about because he caused this whole controversy. He lacks imagination. Why he's so boring? He's very well, he's autistic. Like, it's just like there's some people just don't, like, your mind just isn't wired to understand certain things, and that's just the way he is. I don't watch his content. The only thing I ever see are like if there's viral clips of him that's on Twitter. I haven't watched any of his documentaries. I have no desire to watch his documentaries. From what I've seen of him, even though I might agree with a take or two here and there, he just is very off-putting to me. And again, he reminds me of Chris Chan, but in my opinion, Chris Chan is a little bit more entertaining because it's more of like a dumpster fire, or like, when you're stuck on the freeway and there's a traffic accident on the other side and it's like you just can't not look at it. But he's not someone I would ever want to associate with. He doesn't seem like a kind person in my opinion. But again, he's doing what he's doing. So, people like it or don't like it. He's not my cup of tea. Dan Vicious, thank you for the 2. People are bothered. Yeah. Thank you again for the Rumble rant. Russell, thank you for the 2. Anna, I don't think you get how the patriarchy works. Yeah, well, according to psycho feminazis on the internet, men are the problem for everything, and they're the patriarchy. A woman can murder her children brutally, admit to murdering her children brutally, and still somehow it's the man's fault. That's how the patriarchy works. Borg, thank you for the $5, my dude. Ever heard the old Mexican story of La Lorna? Things like this have been happening for centuries. Don't stick your D in crazy. You know what? I think I have heard it. I just can't remember it exactly off the top of my head. Yeah, it's it's a dark, twisted situation. But back to the whole synopsis of this is, if you guys go, and all of these videos are up on YouTube, you guys can go watch the entire trial and see for yourself that's where I formed my opinion by watching it all on my own. I didn't watch anyone covering this trial. I've literally just watched every single deposition, every argument, every single thing that they put where those cameras are on and the microphones are on. And I think anyone can come to the same conclusion that I am by looking at all of the evidence, was that this was completely premeditated. This woman planned this out from the beginning. She felt like she was trapped. She went with the whole fake postpartum depression angle. She spent months planning this all out. And the reason why I adamantly believe this is the evidence from her metadata that was shown from her cell phone and shown from the tablet, and the fact that she every single doctor did everything they could possibly have done for her, and she conveniently just didn't follow any of the protocols that they set in place. People want to say she was on too many medications. She didn't take the medication. That's another thing. You want to say that, oh, she was, she was worried about breastfeeding. Well, she stopped breastfeeding. Out of all of the medication, people have posted about it. I think it might be on this one or another one. Oh, see, this person commented saying that they sympathize for her, but it's like the fact that she only took 7 pills over that entire time. So you want to say, oh, she brutally strangled her children to death because she didn't get enough sleep? I'm sorry, but that's not an excuse. When my daughter was born, I didn't get enough sleep. A lot of women, millions, if not billions of women are having babies every year that are running on 0 sleep, and they're not strangling their babies. It's infuriating. Russell, thank you for the 2. Okay, maybe you do get how the patriarchy works. Listen, it's look at her sitting in court. She just sits there. She smirks. She has her hair and her makeup all done. She is evil. This is the face of a monster. She is an outright absolute monster. And the fact that people are so naive enough to defend this, it makes me sick. It makes me sick to my freaking stomach. And again, the one thing she's got going for her is that she has a shark of a lawyer. I hope that they're paying him well, because the fact that he's defending this the way that he is, he better be getting paid a shit ton of money for this, because ain't no way in fucking hell anyone with a conscience could do this. Without, some people, they're completely motivated by money. I hope that he's completely motivated by money, because there's no other excuse for this type of behavior. I cannot fucking believe it. It absolutely sickens me. Also, guys, again, for those that weren't here in the beginning of the stream, the goal that I have set is on Rumble. There's a feature for call-ins, and so if we get 5 super chats that are $10 or higher, because we already did 5, so we have five more to go, I'll open up my call-ins for 10 minutes. You guys can come on and talk and give your 2 cents on the situation, or ask anything. A book deal, yeah, that's a good point. He might be looking for a book deal angle in this. But listen, they're going for medical malpractice. Do not believe that. You guys can go and watch everything for yourself, just like I did. I've watched every goddamn second of this trial. It's not the doctor's fault. It's not the nurse's fault. It's not the police's fault. It's not her family's fault. It's her fault. She planned this all out very methodically. She is evil. Absolutely fucking evil. And the angle that they're going, it's like, you want to say that it's the doctor's fault, that she was on too much medication? She didn't take the medication. Her husband even said he had to dispose of it because she wouldn't take the pills, that she was worried about becoming addicted to the pills. So it's like, listen, I would have a different opinion if she did go through everything, that she did everything the doctor said and nothing worked. But no, she didn't listen to anything the doctor said and nothing was working. She is full of shit. She planned all of this. It was completely premeditated. If you guys ever watched that movie Gone Girl, like, she reminds me so much of the woman in Gone Girl. It's like everything was like right on the money for the things, like the checklist that she had to do to get away with it. Like, she should go on How to Get Away with Murder. You guys remember that show? It was good for a little bit, then it just got bad. But it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And it makes me absolutely sick. And then look at now, we'll show this really quickly. So this is her ex-husband. He got remarried this year. So she murdered the children early in February or January. I'm blanking on the exact date. 2023. He just got remarried a few months ago. And TMZ, like, this is him at his apartment in New York. He got divorced from her. He moved away. He's trying to restart his life. And they're doxing his new wife, who he's become incredibly private, which makes fucking sense. Makes fucking sense that he wants to be private. And TMZ go out of their way to go out and like get a photo of his wife. So I commented on it. I called them out. It's like, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, after everything that this guy has been through, he had to come home to find his 3 children murdered. He got home to find his little babies' bodies with cords around their neck. Like, just absolutely evil. Now, you want to watch something that'll make you sick to your goddamn stomach? This is the woman that performed the autopsies on these children. And she goes into, it's medical detail, but she goes into very specific details on the trauma that these kids went through when their mother murdered them. And that was the only time that this woman has cried during this trial, because she had to face up to what she did. She's fucking evil. She's not crying for her poor little babies that she murdered. She's crying for herself. She's crying for herself because now everyone in that court gets to hear how she brutally murdered her children. She's a sick fuck. She needs to go to the electric chair, the guillotine. She needs to be stoned. Like, literally, bring back public execution. If you're going to show the trials, we need fucking justice. This woman deserves to be hanged for what she did. She is absolutely fucking evil. Absolutely evil. You want, like, anyone that is attempting to sympathize with this situation is so full of shit and so delusional. Like, you just hate men because that's what they're doing. They're blaming the husband. Somehow they're blaming the fucking husband for the fact that she brutally murdered them. Yeah, bring out a wood chipper. Exactly. Throw her into the fucking wood chipper along with all the pedophiles. And I posted the video. It's horrific, but if you guys want to watch it, this is the one where the woman that performed the autopsy goes into details on the horrific way those 3 children died. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. Like, again, I can't believe people are sympathizing with this one. I cannot believe that there is a GoFundMe out there for this psychopath that has over $800,000 raised on it. It's absolutely insane. People are donating money to this murderer. I honestly, bring back stoning. Bring back public fucking stoning. And let everyone that this woman, used and abused and is trying to blame it on And let justice be served. This woman deserves to die. She deserves to die painfully and brutally, the same way her 3 little babies did. I feel so bad for them. Like, and you know what? There are other women that are calling this shit out, but the amount of people that I've seen that are like, oh my God, I'm glad that you're calling this out. It's like, I don't know how anyone can look at this and be like, oh yeah, same, bro. It's like, you guys are insane. You guys are fucking psychopaths. Like, look at, this is her and the lawyer. How can you smile? Like, also, like, just look at her. She looks like a psycho. Doesn't she look like a witch? Like, make her green and put a witch hat on her. She looks like a fucking witch. But this is her and her lawyer. They want her freed, saying that, like, pleading insanity and medical malpractice and that, blaming the doctors who did nothing but try to help her. And she went there and she's trying to say, oh, they didn't help me enough. They didn't help me enough. It's like, you didn't let them. Like, okay, you don't want medication, then don't see a psychiatrist, see a psychologist. Oh, you did? Oh, you didn't follow any of the things that the psychologist told you? Oh my God, how crazy. Oh, you went during a holiday? Well, why don't you go back when it's not a holiday? Funny how that works, right? Oh my God, she's fucking psycho. Absolute psycho. Russell, thank you for, or excuse me, not Russell. Patrick, thank you for the $4.99. How does her jumping out a window fit into the premeditation? Because she was trying to show that she, okay. So, instead of doing something that would actually kill her, Patrick, like instead of actually trying to Minecraft herself, she did something that she knew she could survive. And so that's why when she cut her neck and cut her wrist, she didn't cut deep enough to cause any kind of harm. She just did it enough so that way there would be blood, to have blood for the crime scene. And then she jumped out the window, not a way that people that usually try to Minecraft themselves do. She did it in a way so that way she knew she'd survive. That's where it fits into the premeditation. So she, yeah, it 100% this. It was performative. It 100%. She did it. It was to gain sympathy. So she did superficial things to make it look like a thing, right? So she went through the motions so that way it checks the box. Oh, well, did she do this? Did she do this? She's saying she heard a voice. All of this was just her planning this out. Now, I didn't have this conclusion before I watched the trial. I was like, okay, bitch just went crazy, people. And I believe that it was the medicine. I was like, oh, she got on SSRIs and went crazy. Until you actually watch it and you find out from the doctors and from her husband and from her family members that she wasn't taking the medication. And even the way that like the cops talk about the situation, and especially the paramedics that treated her and the way that she fell, the way that she landed, it was like she wasn't going to die from the way that she went out the window. Everything was staged. Everything was planned. So all of this was premeditated. She planned it all out so that way she would have an excuse. She could have this as like medical malpractice. She could sue them and make money. And oh yeah, so the whole thing about the voice. So she's saying she heard a voice, right? She heard a man's voice tell her to do these things. Every single doctor, every psychiatrist, psychologist, nurse, they're like, did she ever tell you she heard voices? Every single one of them said no. She never said this. She never brought any of this up. She never mentioned anything like this. So convenient how that last day when she did all this, which she planned to do because she specifically sent her husband out of the house and looked up how long it was going to take him so she knew how much time she had to do the deed. She is evil. She plotted this from the beginning. She is a fucking psychopath. Like, just look at her. Look at her. Like, this dude just wants money. He's a great lawyer. He's probably defended a lot of bad people. And you actually know what he made me think of when I was watching him? The beginning of The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves, when he's in the bathroom and that other lawyer comes in. He's like, oh, it's going to make your streak go away, because he knows he's defending a fucking pedo, that creepy teacher that like molested the girl. And he's like, fuck. He's like, he knows that the guy he's defending is guilty as fuck, but he cares more about his reputation. So he goes and he defends the psychopath. He gets him off, and then the whole rest of the movie of The Devil's Advocate happens. And then at the end, we get the redemption. That's what this guy reminds me of. He reminds me of Keanu Reeves in the beginning of The Devil's Advocate, where he knows that this bitch is fucking crazy and that she did it, and he's going to defend her anyway. Starseer, thank you for the 5. The whole case is like the plot of a movie, only at the end the husband would get justice. Are we sure she's not possessed? No. No, I don't even think the devil would waste his time with her. This is the real life Gone Girl. 100%. Real life Gone Girl. It just makes me so mad. This woman is evil. She's evil to her very core, and just people defending her, it makes me sick. So here's this woman. She needs to lose her fucking license. Oh, I'm not sharing audio. Give me 1 second. Now, from what I'm understanding is that you guys can't hear me when this is playing, so I'll try to be better about that.
The Lindsay Clancy trial is going to be one of the most significant trials of your lifetime. We are all experiencing something completely unprecedented. Never before have we seen so many mothers and women rally behind somebody who confessed to killing her 3 children. And it is not because we cannot hold women accountable.
No, that's 100% what it is. And you're all this is doing is setting women back, because it's showing how fucking stupid women are. It's showing, I mean, we've already had like 2 or 3 of them in my chat tonight. This is just proving how fucking retarded women are. Like, I'm starting to agree with the repel the 19th shit, and I'm a fucking woman. Like, no, this is just showing that women will take the side of a fucking murderer before they want actual justice served. Now, listen, I had a different opinion of this entire thing. I thought she was just all drugged up, and I was like, oh, the hospitals just gave her drugs and it made her crazy, until I actually fucking watched it. Then I'm like, no, the doctors actually tried to help her, and she refused their help, and she plotted all of this out. Guys, I have eyes and ears, just like I'm sure almost everyone in the chat does. Go and watch the trial for yourselves, and you guys will see exactly what I'm seeing. This was all 100% premeditated.
Many of us see ourselves in Lindsay. Many of us know.
So all of you are psychopaths.
That we could have been only one step away from doing some of those horrific things.
If you are one step away from brutally murdering your fucking children, then you shouldn't have children. Those children should be taken away to a safe fucking space with people that will protect them. Wait, so you're one bad day away from strangling the life out of your baby? What fucking psycho? Like, so basically basically a majority of the population of women are psychopaths, is what this ginger is saying. Well, of course she would empathize with this woman. She has got no fucking soul. She's a goddamn ginger.
Because we experienced significant mental health issues after one of our children was born.
That's because you're weak. You're weak and your body can't take the hormones. And I'm not just saying like physically weak, I mean mentally weak too. Now I didn't get postpartum depression because I was so happy. I was like, having a baby is the greatest thing I ever did. I was really upset at how fat I was and the fact that I had to get cut open. I was not happy about having to have an emergency C-section. And you know what happened, guys? I couldn't sleep because I was so disgusted with my body. I got a gym membership the second I could, and I went to the gym every single night for hours. I went to the gym. I would get there at 3, and I would work out from 3 a.m. to 5 or 5:30, depending on how packed the gym would get, because when it's just too packed, you can't use the equipment. And because I had a C-section, I could only use the equipment because I go by myself and I don't have a spotter. So depending on how busy it would get, if I had access to the equipment that I needed to use or not, or that I could safely use. And I lost the weight in a few months. And because of that, I was healthier and I was happier, not just for myself and the fact that I wanted to continue to have babies. Obviously, I'm on baby number 2 right now, but I wanted to be in a better mindset, and I wanted to be healthy to take care of my own child, right? Because if you're not okay, then how do you expect to care for another person? So I did it because I didn't want to become this fat, depressed slob. And I turned that, disgust in myself to motivation to get better. And also, I know I wanted to have more babies, and I don't want to have to be cut open to do it. My body was literally made. I'm designed to push things out of my bits, okay? Now, I'm a woman. That's my function, okay? I understand that. I had to have it that way. I had to get cut open because my baby was breech and she was folded in half with her feet next to her face. There was no real way to give birth to her like that without her dying or me dying. So I had to have the C-section, which I wasn't happy about. And then once they got her out of me, and I asked the doctor to look at the placenta, and she's like, oh yeah, your placenta wasn't healthy, which is why you were sick the entire pregnancy. So I wasn't happy about that. And I wanted to have more children, and I needed to make sure that I was healthy enough to be able to do that again. And now I'm doing it. I got my second baby going. Ow, who just kicked me? Baby just kicked me really hard. Like really hard right here. This mofo. And guess what? This pregnancy has been light years better than the first one. The second I hit the second trimester, I haven't been sick at all. This baby's breezy. The only thing is, this baby just randomly wants spicy food at 3 a.m, which isn't really convenient. And this baby kicks like crazy. I got a little Olympic gymnast going to town in my tummy. But again, this whole thing that oh my God, this woman sickens me, which makes sense. She's a ginger. She's got no fucking soul. TMF Squid, thank you for the 5. These women can empathize with Lindsay, but are repulsed by Shiloh Hendricks, who wanted to protect her child. Clown. Oh, I know. I've seen that. I've seen that. For those that don't know, Shiloh Hendricks was the woman. She was at a park, and some Somali kid was stealing from her kid's diaper bag and stealing her kid's food. So she called him the N-word, and they all went off on her. Yeah, Anna, you don't understand. Her husband's a Gemini, so he killed him. Yeah, she's a Leo. They're much worse. Geminis just won't keep secrets. That's the problem with Gemini. Gemini are I become friends so easily with Geminis. They're so fun. The only thing is they can't keep secrets for fucking shit. But Leos are crazy. Leos are fun too, but Leos are fucking crazy. Okay, let's finish this.
And many of us know just how dark some of those thoughts get.
No, that's not normal. Nobody has thoughts like that. That's a normal fucking person. That's wrong. If you have thoughts about hurting your child, go to fucking hell. Go to hell.
So yeah, this is going to be one of the most significant trials of your lifetime.
Yeah, it's outing all you psychopaths. Outing all of you fucking psychopaths. Oh my God. It makes me so angry. This whole situation. Look at all this. So she's about to be jailed for life for something her husband did. They're blaming her husband now. In fucking sane. New theory. He killed the kids. He was the voice she heard. He threw her out the window. She woke up and was told what she did. Bull fucking shit. Look at these psycho. These all look like the women that Cecil draw. Like, you'll never make me hate Lindsay Clancy. You're a side. All of these women, they look like the ones Cecil draws. I want to become a lawyer to defend a woman like Lindsay. No. Listen. So, I might be a little biased here because obviously I'm a mom and I'm expecting my second baby. So, obviously, I'm very sensitive when it comes to children and little babies. But I'll tell you guys something about myself that I don't really talk about. So, when I was little, I think and they say this all the time, that most humans have encountered, like we've all met someone, like we've all met a murderer, right? We just didn't know it. So I know for a fact I've met at least 2. And I've met 3 people in my life that I'm like, you are evil. And the first one I ever met was somebody that everyone in the chat knows. Scott Peterson. I met him when I was a little kid because Lacey Peterson was my aunt's cousin. I've been to that house where he killed her. I knew them. They're related to me. The Lacey Peterson Foundation almost got involved in, in helping find my sister. But then we found her, and obviously she had already passed away. But I met him. I did not like him. And I was one of those kids that, like, I couldn't hide when I'm a grown up and I still can't hide when I don't like someone. But he's one of those guys that when he smiles, his smile doesn't match his eyes. And I just remember getting a weird vibe about him. We were at my aunt's house. They were having some kind of party. And like I remember, all of that. And then I remember when obviously Lacey went missing and it was this huge deal, and like my aunt was freaking out because that's her cousin. And like I remember parts of the trial. I don't remember a lot, but it was just like we all knew he did it. All of us did. And so when he like even my mom was like, the thing with my mom was like at first it's like, oh, maybe someone like broke in was at first, but the second that they found out he cleaned the bathroom with bleach, everyone's like, oh yeah, he 100% did it. That man wouldn't fucking throw away his fucking beer. Like, when you go to a family party and like you're at a barbecue and like who doesn't throw away like their plate, your paper plate, who doesn't throw away their own plate? Like he was that kind of guy. He wouldn't throw away his own fucking beer cans. Like he did it. The police never followed any leads. Listen, I knew him. If you guys knew him, you guys would know he was a scumbag. And like I got a weird, like I just remember like not liking him at this, like, when I was around him. And I remember that was the first time that I was like really like, okay, this is weird. Like it's a grown up I really don't like. And then there was this other woman that I met through my mother, and I hated her. Her name was Margie. She was old back then. I hope she's burning in hell somewhere because she was fucking evil. I got grounded because I refused to hug her, and I told my parents. I told them, I'm like, Margie is evil. Like Margie has done. There was no reason for me to be this way or me to get this vibe from her, but I just looked at this woman. I'm like, she's evil. And finding out after getting shit for not going over to her house, getting grounded for months for not hugging this woman. And turns out she was embezzling a bunch of money from my mother's business, tried to steal my mother's business from her. And she gave my sisters drugs when they were like infants, basically. Like Emily was still drinking a bottle. And she gave them hardcore drugs, like in Emily's like bottle. And I just remember Ellen and Emily came home from her house one day and they were different. And my parents realized it because when Emily's teeth started growing in, they grew in rotten. And my mom's cousin was the dentist. And he's like, the only time I've ever seen kids with teeth like this, where the grown-up teeth are coming in and they're rotten like this, is if like their parents are like meth addicts, or, you know, they're from third world countries. And it's like, oh, I was right. This woman was a fucking psychopath. Like, don't accept food from evil people. Crazy how that is. But my sisters didn't know. They were innocent. She was a fucking psychopath. And then the third person I met, that I never spoke to him, but he's dead. Thank fucking God. So when I was a kid, I had a friend. Her name was Aubrey. And we, when we went to camp, like it was up in Yosemite. So where I live, it was like a 2-hour drive to Yosemite National Park. And we were doing camp. And her parents came up one day. Now, she was the oldest. So she had a younger brother and then identical twin sisters. And I remember her parents came up with the twins. And because they, you know, they had a day where parents could come up to the camp and see all the kids. And I remember like we were going on a trail to go see the Miwok Indians, like teepees or something. And we're going to go see the teepees. And I had to pee. So I just told like the camp counselor lady that I had to pee. So they took a break. So everyone that had to go to the bathroom could go behind the bushes. And I remember I peed. And as I'm like looking up and pulling up my pants, I made eye contact with Aubrey's dad. And he was holding like the mom was helping one of the twins and he was helping the other one. And he was like holding her and like her pants were down, her like butt was out. She's like a little baby, right? Like 2 years old. And I remember making eye contact with him, and it was awkward because it's like he's holding his like toddler peeing and I'm like pulling up my pants from peeing, and like we're making eye contact. I'm just like, I got like this shiver like up and down my spine. And I'm like, this dude's evil. Like I just was like, this is evil. Like this person, like there's no other word to describe it, but like I'm in the presence of evil. And a few months later, I don't want to cry on stream. I can pull up an article about it. You guys can go look it up yourself. Him and the mom got into an argument on July 3rd, and she went over to our other friend's mom, like our other friend's house, because I lived in a really small town. So the mom went over to our other friend's house, and like he went home with the kids. He let the kids do his do the fireworks, and then he got a shotgun and he killed everyone. So the little girls, the twins, they were sleeping on the couch watching TV. He got his shotgun and he shot one. The other woke up and she ran to the door and he shot her too. His son locked his door and like barricaded himself in the room, and he broke into the room and killed his name was Jacob. He killed Jacob. And then my friend Aubrey was sorry. This is why I never talk about this. I don't like getting emotional, but my friend Aubrey went up and she hid in their room and she hid under the bed, and he he dragged her out from under the bed and he shot her. And then he went in the kitchen and he I guess he drank like a whole bottle of something, and then he shot himself in the face. So at least he did that. At least he did the courtesy of fucking offing himself. But then when their mom came home, she opened the door and Taylor, the one of the twins, fell on her. So she opened the door and went into her house full of all of her kids dead. And all of us, like, I was, a small town. So I found out the next morning. We were all supposed to go to the parade for 4th of July. For like a long time, we like didn't celebrate 4th of July because of that. But you can go look this up. This is all real. They did like a bunch of things for our school because it was really traumatic. Like when you have a class where it's like, like maybe Little House on the Prairie size, like it was a really small community. Like with the town that I grew up in had no stoplights. So that's how small it was. And it was fucked. It was a fucked up situation. So I'm pretty sensitive when it comes to people that murder their children. But yeah. I'll get an article for you guys. But oh my god, just open. I don't know why it's not opening, but I mean my yeah. And her mom like obviously just lost it. She took off and I feel like they should burn that house down, but open some boxes. I know. But so guys, that's why I am very sensitive to like people that hurt children. I'm like, I think every pedophile deserves the wood chipper. This woman, I mean, I have to like, when I see them in person, it's like, you're evil. But listen, after the evil people I've met in my life, and I never spoke to Aubrey's dad. I only ever had that one incident where we made eye contact. Like I remember like I didn't go to Aubrey's birthday parties because they were always like sleepovers and I didn't want to be in the house with her father. And I never told her that because I didn't want to make her uncomfortable. And I never told anyone really about the whole eye contact thing except for my friend Chelsea. Chelsea was my best friend. So like I don't know. Like he just oh my god, what is the name? There's this book. It's like a cowboy book, and the bad guy's like an albino, and he's like this. What is it called? I haven't read it in a really long time. I didn't particularly like it, which is why I'm blanking on it. But like the kid joins like a cowboy gang, and not the leader of the cowboy gang, but this one guy in it, he's like a demented, like, and it's like revealed at the end, he's like is that what it is? Blood Meridian? Is that it? Like he's like an albino, like evil spirit. Let me, is that the name? It's been a long, I did not like this book, but like that's what Aubrey's dad reminded me of. Is that it? Novel? I think this is, yeah. Judge Holden, is that who it is? Yes. Yes, okay, there you go. Judge Holden. That's who it's reminding me of. I hated this book. I hated it so much. But no, that's even looking up this photo, it's creepy. This is if you guys ever want to read a demented fucking book, like The Judge, he's you want to know an evil character, this just having this on like my search bar freaks me out. Like I don't do well with scary shit. And yeah, okay, thank you, chat. But yeah. What a cheery thing to bring. Obviously, I'm in a very great mood, guys. No, he's the devil. Really, it's been a long time since I watched it. I thought he was like a demented like spirit. I don't know. The giant albino judge. Yeah, no, I feel like I blocked most of that out of my memory because I just remember the ending and I remember how creepy he was described, and then I remember like at the end, like the kid is like at a bar, right? And he sees him and then like his spirit like envelops him some way. Is that again, it's been a long time. I blocked it out of my memory because I hated it. Russell, thank you for the 2. The judge is the devil, literally. Okay, I thought he was like a demonic spirit, but I guess I was wrong. Haven't read it, only heard about it. Well, it's not good. I don't like it. I think it's awful. Idiocratus, thank you for the $2 Rumble rant. It just says I love you. Well, thank you. Or we love you. Thank you. Yeah. It's a demented book. I do not recommend it. Any thoughts on Hayden Panettiere? She didn't kill her kid. So, stop reading books like that. I had to. It was like a required reading in school. But you know, it was a long ass time ago. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can move on from the depressing topics, but synopsis of the situation, or I should just say summary of the situation, is she's 100% guilty. It was all, in my opinion, completely premeditated, and she's evil. So, that's, no, he kills him in the outhouse. Yeah, doesn't his, like, demonic spirit, like, envelop him? Is that... I don't know. I hated the book. I don't want to think about it, Russell. Anna, do you check your Facebook instant message? No, because all I get is creepy guys trying to hit on me or send me dick pics, so I don't check the Facebook messages. So don't send me messages on Facebook. I don't... Listen, that feed is weird. School had you read books about the devil? No, it was like a creative... is like a creative writing class that I had to take in college. And there was like a bunch of books, and I think that was one of the few ones that was like a requirement because you had to like, I don't know, learning about evil and how to write villains. So that was one of them, and I hated it. But yeah, the chat does that too. Facebook is a dating site for Indian men. Listen, my DMs, I look at it maybe once every few years, and it's disturbing. So don't message me on Facebook, please and thank you. Yeah, no, that book was demented. It's not good. Don't read it. Russell, thank you for the 2. Wait, you didn't see any of those pics I sent? Oh God, Russell. Freezy, thank you for the 2. I think your instincts are spot on. Thank you for sharing. Well, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm going to open some packages, and then after this stream is over, guys, I'm going to do a watch party for my members on Rumble. So make sure that you're a member of my Rumble channel so you can watch it. I'm going to watch episode 1 of Lanterns. So it's going to be a members only stream over on Rumble. So, you know, make sure that you check it out. What book? Blood Meridian. I couldn't even remember the name. I hated that book so much. So I got this little package, and I'm going to open it. I didn't go to my P.O. box. These are just stuff that I personally have ordered. Now, I got so mad because I was told I've been out of town for 4 days, and I was told that this package was delivered on Saturday at like 2:40. So I checked my Ring app, and the postman came, but my package wasn't there. And so then I got home and I checked everywhere, package wasn't there. And I was like, what the fuck? So like maybe the postman delivered it to the wrong address. And so I even called eBay today because I won a bidding war for this on eBay. And I was like, hey, my package isn't here. Where the fuck is it? And I'm like, well, they're like, well, it says it's delivered, so we can't help you. So I called them and I'm like, I was messaging the AI thing. I'm like, let me talk to a person. So they had me call them. I called them and I said, hey, it says it was delivered, but I even have confirmation on my Ring app that it wasn't delivered. Like the postman comes at the time that it says that the postman was here, but there's no package. So, where is it? And so they're like, oh, okay, well, we have to wait for the seller to respond. I'm like, they did. They said that they're sorry about that, but they sent it that I have to deal with UPS or USPS. And it was this whole thing. And then one of my neighbors texted me hours after this happened. She said, hey, I was walking past your house and I knew you guys were out of town and I saw you had a box there, so I picked it up. And I'm like, and it wasn't one of my next door neighbors. It was like one from further down the street. So I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So after all that hell, it's here. So if you guys watch, you guys see this painting behind me. I'll zoom out so you guys can look at it. So this painting was, let me see. I've been working on this for a few years, but it's like this Alice in Wonderland thing. It's the 75th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland, and I want to do, after this one's done, I want to do like a Mad Tea Party type of thing. So I've been collecting like teapots, like little doll teapots. These are all like from the sizes that I need. They're all like American Girl doll, which I never played with as a child, but apparently they're a big deal. So this came with a little teapot and a tray and all these little goodies. So I won a bidding war. Believe it or not, I spent $21 on this little tea set, and they got little teacups. They have like little, I don't know if these are like cups of sugar or cocoa, but it's like a teapot, and like, I don't know, I guess there's a tea can. This is OG treats. So, and then there's like little cookies, which is cute. Like little cookies. So I need to like set all this up with dolls, and that's gonna lead into the next thing that I'm doing. Oh, look, there's like a little creamer with a little lid, which is cute. But yeah, it's like little cookies, little thing. So I got another little kid tea set basically for this next painting I'm going to be working on. And I'm bidding right now. I guess it came with this, which I don't know what this is, but I don't know what this is, but I guess it's a thing. So that's what this is in this bag. Let's see. Russell, thank you for the 2. The book was based on a real outlaw gang. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just know that I hated it. And I never want to read it again, and I don't wish that on my worst enemy. It was awful, and I didn't like it. Looks like a small dress. Well, it's not a dress, it's like a hat. Or it's like one of those things that you like put over your food. It looks more like a baby hat. Like a little baby doll hat or something. I don't know. This probably would have fit on my baby when she was born. My baby was so small. But so this leads into the next thing that I have. Now this is all the way from Tokyo. I went a little crazy. Now, again, it's Alice in Wonderland's 75th anniversary, and the Japanese Disney store is legit. Excuse me. So, I ordered a bunch of stuff from the Japanese Disney store. Excuse me. I spent way too much money on shit. Oh my god, they're this small? Oh my god, they're tiny. I didn't know that they were this small. I thought they'd be bigger. Alright. Oh my god, I can't believe they're this little. You have to be kidding me. I thought they would be at least this big. I've been planning this damn thing for them to be this big. They're so little. It's okay. It's okay, this actually works. They'll fit with a smaller table, so I can stop buying the American Girl doll stuff. So, I got the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. They're supposed to be able to stand. I got the Cheshire Cat holding his head. I got the entire collection, so I guess, I don't know if this is... Look, it's got the little Asian thing on there. What the hell? The keychains are bigger. I got the little pencil guy. Little pencil guy. Oh, this is the one that I really wanted. The caterpillar. They never make anything of the fucking caterpillar. This guy's impossible to find. So the second that I saw this, I'm like, if I get any of them, it's got to just be this one. It's got to be the goddamn caterpillar. So I got the caterpillar. Okay, come on. I should just, like, put them all here on this chair. We can see them all. I cannot believe they're this little. I thought that they were bigger. The keychains, the goddamn key, like, that's what this is. This is a keychain. The keychains are bigger. It's not about the size of the toy. Yeah, I guess not. Got the little white rabbit. I got the queen again, which the only queen I have is that big one, and I got another one at Comic-Con, but so goes the queen. Got the Dormouse, which is cute. Very cute. Okay, here they both are. Now, I don't know which one is which, but I got Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Guess it doesn't really matter, huh? But I got both of them. Now, I got him gray. I don't know why they made him this way, but I saw it and I liked it. I don't like the Cheshire Cat. He's probably my least favorite character. I hate him. He has always bothered me. And, I don't know. I saw this version of him and I'm like, I kind of like it. So I got that one. Then I got Alice, who is unfortunate looking. But obviously you have to get Alice. And then I got Daya, the kitty cat, which I like. Daya's cute. And, who else? I got this guy, I guess. I feel like I bought more. But I guess I didn't. Got this guy, which Russell will probably like more because he said this guy looks like his head is a penis. So, he's a little 3. Look at that. Okay. So I got those. Yay! Guess how much money that all was. If you guess it right, I'll confirm. But it was way more expensive than it ever should have been. But yeah, so I got all of that from the Japanese Disney store. Here, I'm going to show you the ad. And I want you guys to tell me if it looks like these would be bigger. Because based on the goddamn ad, I really thought it would be bigger. But you know, now they fit with that one table, $110. I wish it was just $110, much higher than that. $300. Closer, Steve. Closer. And listen, I actually cut back on the stuff that I was getting. What is going on? Why won't you just type? All right, I have to go to my Instagram. Where's this account? Let's see. Come on. to remember what this account is called. It's like D something. 318. Actually, that's pretty goddamn close. I think it was like 320. Okay, let me... My search thing isn't working. Maybe it's because I'm sharing my screen. Yeah, so they were expensive. Don't judge me. I'm going to use them for a goddamn painting. No, it was... I remember... if I got everything that I wanted, it was going to be like $414. Okay. Why aren't you typing? What's going on? This is a brand new... Okay, so then it's my computer that's broken because it won't type. What just happened? My thing isn't typing. Yeah, you're nuts. I know. I know. Okay. Listen, I only ever buy from this person like once every few years, and I use them for art. So that's my excuse. It's a write-off. Okay, let me show you guys. Let's just come on, share my screen, please and thank you. No, this is a brand new keyboard, so it shouldn't be doing this. So right now they just got these guys in to the United States Disney store, so I'm really glad that I didn't buy it from Japan. But let's see. Okay, here they are. $408 on eBay. I got it for cheaper. Yay. Okay, where is it? So these guys, like, okay, don't they look like they'd be bigger? Am I crazy? Why am I not on screen? There we go. Okay, don't they look like they'd be bigger? Am I crazy? But I bought all of them. So I got all of them, but still, I'm like, like they look like they'd be normal stuffed animal size. Not teeny, 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 tiny size. I guess the book and the playing card should have given away, but I didn't see this photo. I didn't see that photo when I ordered it. See, okay, so these are the other things that came in. So I wanted to get all of it, but I only got the pencil guy because I don't have him, and the caterpillar. The caterpillar was the number one thing that I needed. Well, yes, you are crazy, but they do look bigger. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I knew that they looked bigger. Bibbidi Bill Bob, thank you for the 2. Got your iBook. You're so talented. Love it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you liked my iBook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I'm kind of peeved, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, here's a... What just happened? $460. Jesus Christ. I didn't pay that much money. Thank God. See, the reseller that I use is really good. I'm going to guess it's a girl, but she doesn't overcharge me the way other people will. Okay, I didn't see this photo either of somebody holding it. I guess I should just do a bit more research before impulse buying. See, I need this guy. I need that one. I need this one. She's 50. This one is $50 at Downtown Disney. I'm not happy about it. Then this was like, what is going on? No, I just want to look at the goddamn picture. I want to get these, but they're mystery boxes, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah. And I want this. I don't know where to get this, but I want this this mirror thing. Not worth $460. No, the person quoted me $416. And the shipping is actually really cheap because they just load it up in a bag. But see, this is what I do with it. For anyone that's like, Anna, you're crazy. I do painting. So it's you know, it's worth it, I think. Anna, I got my iBook 2. I haven't done the box opening yet. Well, do it. I want to see. Yeah, if you guys like film it, I want to see. Tag me in it. Tag me. I want to see. But so yeah, I don't particularly care that much for Alice in Wonderland, the movie, but I love the aesthetic of it so much. I love Mary Blair, who was the designer of Alice in Wonderland. She did Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Cinderella, and then the 3 Caballero ones, I think. But she was originally a fashion designer, and Walt Disney picked her up to like modernize Disney. A lot of the guys hated her, but I love her, and I think her work is incredible. It's unfortunate she was an alcoholic and had to die early, though. But I love the aesthetic. It's very pleasing. And yeah, I'm excited to start another painting. But actually, this kind of works because that other where is it? That other tea set that I got. Remember, guys, like I got it. This one. At first I was like, oh, this table's too small, but now I'm like, oh, it's perfect. Because these mofos are small. So this works out better that they're small. Because now it fits and I can put all of the teapots and everything on the table. Okay. I'm a little less mad. Because I thought that they were going to be like this big and that was going to be tiny. So, you know what? At the end of the day, it worked out. It worked out. I can do a painting. Are you saying shit about Disney adults? Let's see. When you finish this big painting, are you going to finish the smaller Alice painting? It's pretty much done. I don't know if you guys can see it. I found it so I could do a comparison. I think there's only like 1 or 2 things I needed to do. Anna, as the Disney adult begins, who do you think buys this shit, guys? Listen, I'm not a Disney adult. But one of the great things about Disney adults is that they don't have children to spend money on, so they spend it on stupid shit to buy themselves. And they buy shit like this. So, there is a market for what I do for people that think that it's crazy. So listen, your husband, my husband doesn't buy this. My husband lives with me. He can just tell me to make whatever he wants. No, my husband buys stuff for like cars. My husband does cars stuff. Yeah, no. Can't afford $100 worth of 1950s movie merch. Yeah, I know. Well, no, I'll sell prints and stuff, and my prints aren't that expensive. But no, listen, Disney adults are a huge market, and I think that that's why I'm trying to get this painting done now, because it's the 75th anniversary, and I need to get it done as soon as possible, which is why I keep working on it, because I'm late on my deadline. But listen, I got nothing against Disney adults. I've gotten lots of private commissions from them. They pay really well. So, what's that noise? It sounds like there's like a rainstorm outside. That's weird. But yeah. Just promises you won't become a plus size park hopper. Absolutely not. That will never happen. But oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's see. Anna, did you happen to pick up the package I sent you? I mailed it last Monday. No, I haven't been in my P.O. box. I've been out of town. For the past, we left on Friday morning and then we got back last night. So I've been out of town that entire time. I kept thinking today was Monday and I didn't know I had a stream today because I'm dumb. But then I realized like, oh, I have a stream. Oh, I need to get my stuff all prepped. So yeah, there is that. But hey guys, I am going to be doing a watch party. I am going for my members on Rumble. If you guys are a member of my Rumble channel, if not, become a member so that way you guys can watch it. I'm going to watch the first episode of Lanterns. And so, let me see. I think it's on HBO Max, right? I I'm going to watch the first episode of Lantern. So if you guys want to watch that with me, either have you Rumble Premium or become a member of my Rumble channel. And that's what I'm going to start doing for my members. I can't do it on YouTube, unfortunately, because, oh, shush up. It's already set up and ready to go for me. Cool. How long is this episode? 57 minutes? Okay, cool. So I'm going to do a watch party of that here on Rumble. So make sure that you guys are watching on or are a member of my Rumble channel. I'm going to have to set up a new stream just so everybody is aware. But make sure that you guys, again, make sure you're a member of my Rumble channel. It's going to be a Rumble exclusive stream. So I'm going to watch that in a few minutes. Follow Anna on Rumble. Yes, make sure that you guys are following me on Rumble. I'm going to be doing a watch party, which I'm excited about. I know that there's a little bit of a controversy behind the first episode of Lanterns, which is why I want to watch it with you guys, because I'm kind of like, what could it, like, how bad could it possibly be kind of thing. Also, let me get this before it goes away. So guys, I'm going to read my first ad. I should have done 3, but we're only doing 1 today. Today's video is brought to you by Chicago Steak Company. A gourmet steak box should give you more than a pile of grocery store meat. The cut matters, the aging matters, and how it arrives matters, all before the grill ever gets hot. Chicago Steak Company hand selects and hand cuts its steaks, wet ages, select cuts, and ships them packed with dry ice so they should arrive frozen. Build your order around the USDA Prime Filet Mignon or Chicago's bestseller. For a limited time, order $179 or more and use code SAVORY, SAVORY. You'll get 4 free premium boneless petite strip steaks, a sampler cheesecake, free shipping, and a $25 account credit after your package ships, valid for 6 months. The complete bundle is stated a $299 value. Go to mychicagosteaks.com, or excuse me, mychicagosteak.com, and use the code SAVORY. That's SAVORY. Links in the description. And listen, I'm 5 months pregnant. This sounds great. I really want a steak. First ad of the night. I hope I did well. I didn't do as much improvising on that one, but that's because that's like, I think that's the first time I had to read that one. That was nice of them. Nice little $6 tip from them. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys. Did I meet my mark that I need to meet? Almost. Let's see. What is Juju and Cecil doing? They're doing Big Fat Schlock on Juju's channel. Look at Cecil trying to build up Juju. I'm so proud of him. After all the hell he went through, he deserves a good, healthy relationship. So we're gonna raid Cecil on Rumble, but guys, you gotta have to come right back because I'm gonna be doing a watch party. Let me go on to YouTube, see if like Cody is streaming or something, so we can redirect on YouTube. Members only stream too. We'll see. I'm a member. Look at that. Is Cody streaming? Let's see. Cody's always streaming. He's not streaming. Okay, nobody is streaming on YouTube for me to set up a raid, so I apologize to everyone. We'll just do a raid on Rumble, which is completely fine. I'm fine with just doing a raid on the Rumblies. All right, guys. Please leave me a comment letting me know what you thought about this stream, what your favorite part was, and what you guys would like me to talk about next week. Also, leave an MVP comment in the chat so I know you watched all the way until the end of the stream. I'm going to be back over on Rumble in a few minutes to do the Green Lanterns episode 1 watch party. So again, make sure that you guys are members of my Rumble channel. That way you guys can watch along. Let me make sure this raid went through. Okay, there we go. Set up the raid. And guys, we are raiding Juju. And I will see you guys all in a few minutes back on Rumble. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, smash the like button. leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys all